with sterling, and the lowest in 7 weeks actually against the dollar. Cable seems to be heading below 150.
I think that's the risk in the short term, Jamie. I think we could be heading back to this year's lows, you say, just below 150. Markets seem to have taken this morning's signals out of the UK in a relatively dovish light. Clearly, we had the weaker than expected retail sales, which was led by food, but some of the other sectors didn't seem to recover, so that doesn't bode particularly well going forward. And also, you know, these MPC minutes revealed that the voting pattern was unchanged. I think beforehand there had been some concern that, you know, one or two of the doves could have switched given the better Q1 GDP numbers we've seen, and also the extension to the funding for lending scheme. And clearly that didn't happen, and the markets feel it's a dovish signal.
So you think below 150, back towards these lows of the year, 148.30? I mean, what sort of time frame are we talking about?
I mean, I think that, you know, that could be seen over the next week or so. I would expect to see some support down there, but clearly the signals that we're getting out of the UK are not overly constructive, and I think it's going to be a more difficult environment for the currency going forward.
Sterling's also a 1 month low against the euro. From your conversations and talks with ICAP clients, do you get the sense they're more inclined to sell sterling against the dollar or sell against the euro?
I think, to be honest, the impression that we're getting is it's more likely against the dollar. I mean, clearly in Europe, you know, the eurozone has got its own fundamental issues there, the structural issues, which are showing no sign of improving, perhaps despite the fact that we've seen better sentiment in the peripheral bond markets. You know, you look at the Q1 GDP data that we've seen, it was pretty bleak, particularly out of Germany, which was, you know, only just escaping recession. We've got the PMI numbers tomorrow, which should sort of reinforce this message that the activity is struggling there, and it's also going to be, you know, a particularly difficult environment, I think, for the euro going forward. Clearly, with the dollar, you know, with the US, it's doing relatively well. It's that much further ahead in the cycle, so I think they're more inclined to sell against the dollar.